This an officer being engrossed with periphery, ignoring the core issues before him, is no rare. Do you agree that such preoccupation of administrator leads to travesty of justice to the cause of effective service delivery and good governance? It is about core and periphery type, let's say. Next question is, rules and regulations provided to all civil servants are same, yet there is difference in the performance. Positive minded officers are able to interpret the rules and regulations in favor of the case, achieve success, whereas negative minded officers are unable to achieve goals by interpreting the same rules, regulations against the case. So questions have been asked of this type, let's say. Instead of asking to citizen type, it is more on questions on public servant. Right. So can we have any example of, let's say, negative minded officers? Yes. But then let's say that unable to achieve goals by interpreting the same rules and regulation against the case. Yes, that can be the case. Samir Wankhede, an anti-drug let's say case, that can be. Any other example? See, negative minded, we can tell that many officers who negative mind means, let's say they want to get any bribe, that can they want to first get something, let's say that return, then they want to do any work. In that case, they will try to find out loopholes in law and they will deny service to you. This. But positive minded officers are that in minor things they will ignore and they will try to deliver service to you. That can happen. There can be several such examples where, let's say that negative minded, you know that direct benefit transfer scheme and then the thumb mark is not matching, so wages were not paid. Then one woman committed suicide. But if you are a positive minded, you will try to take the alternative things also. There are also alternative things. At polling booth, let's say a voter may not have, let's say that voter ID. Suppose voter does not have voter ID. So a negative minded person can tell that since you do not have voter ID, you are not allowed. A positive minded can tell that voter ID if you do not have, do you have any other these documents? If you have other these documents you bring, you will be allowed. So a positive minded person will tell you what are the other alternatives. But a negative minded will simply deny. The negative minded will not tell you other alternatives. So that can also be, let's say, that factor, we can say this. So this way, let's say yes. So that is how we can consider the question that they ask on this level. Then conscience wala part they have asked. We will deal when we will take conscience wala part. Ethical concerns and dilemma, like, so they ask mere compliance of law, civil servants should sensibly ethically issue this, explain, help her to example. Ethically right but not legally. You can give example, isn't it? We have given that example. And then act legally right but not ethically. Both example you can have. So let's say act in ethically right but not legally right. Any example? Yes, so that can be, let's say, or let's say that it can be, let's say, lockdown time. Suppose someone has health issue and lockdown, the person is not allowed to go out, but because of health issue, so you have to allow that person. Ethically it can be right, but legally it may not be right. This legal वाला तो बहुत सारा example है. this way. It is related to conflict of interest. The ones they have asked on this. Now, this question is domain knowledge, public official needs innovativeness, creativity of a high order as well while resolving ethical dilemma. क्या हो सकता है? Domain knowledge and besides domain knowledge, public official needs innovativeness and creativity of high order to solve ethical dilemma. Innovative, emotional intelligence, and that officer राठौर क्या नाम था? बेंगलुरु officer. So that was an innovative phase in that situation, adverse situation, national anthem. Chetan Singh Rathore. Chetan Singh Rathore. So that example you can give. So bringing odd type, let's say that, innovative type of, let's say, decision. So that is how this question is related to, right? Domain knowledge is the knowledge that you have, legal knowledge, functional knowledge, knowledge about your, let's say that, role, power, functions. Yes, wisdom aayega. This, you can bring wisdom wala part also. Let's say innovative, let's say UJAS program is innovative, hunger-free district, innovative, right? So that way also we can talk about this. So let's take next slide.